Okay, I have this set on, which is this one, Till the Glitter End, and I turned it around. And the way that I did that was I took my stencil and I measured to make sure it was the right size, although this one's a little bit short. See? But I'm going to stretch it. They're very melty. They've been in my freezer for a while. Trying to make it a little bit bigger. I don't have a ton of thumbs, and that's what I need for turning it around with my nail shape. If I made my nails more oval, it would be less of a problem, but I don't like that nail shape, so. But I didn't think you needed to watch me do that with all of them. Also, I actually did this last night where I cut them all out. Except I messed up on this one, and hopefully I don't mess up on this one again. Where I didn't stretch it far enough. And then I had a really bad tear. I tore that one a little bit already. But we're going to put a jelly over the top. So hopefully it won't be super obvious. These are really sticky. I'm not sure why I have that already, but since I do, we're going to use it. In the Ruckus, one of the things is to use a jelly. So even though this is very summery, I really wanted to do this. Doesn't that look amazing? Doesn't that look amazing? It looks darker in person than it does on my So I have this plastic here because I always do that. I wonder what I use the other side of this for. This is raspberry jam. It's one of the first jellies that came out. I'm honestly surprised I haven't used the jellies more because I love to layer. But I like to copy what other people do. So I kind of know what it's going to look like. And I haven't played around with it as much as I probably should have. Dang it. These are so sticky. remember what I put this over before because it was in my freezer stash. See how I didn't get it up high enough? I don't know what to do about that. That makes me sad. Okay, that's a 4. That's a 4. Oh, there's my 6s. Goodness. It's probably not going to fit on anything. Maybe that one. I love the way that it looks. I love the color. If I can get it all the way over. I am still not feeling the best. So much coughing, especially when I lay down. I was tempted to sleep in the recliner last night. I feel like that kind of covers up the lines too. I hate those lines. Glad these are so stretchy. I've been watching Reba. It's a show from like, I don't know, the 90s or something like that, I want to say. Where Reba McEntire plays the mom and there's like this insanely complicated story. It's like a sitcom. It's funny. Anyway, I have that song Survivor stuck in my head. The one that plays for the intro of the show. How many of you guys have all these little tiny pieces of stuff everywhere? I dropped it. It might work if I stretch it a little bit. I can also stretch like the 4 strip to fit too. I don't know why I didn't do that with one of these. It's not like I don't have like all of those 4 strips in there for some reason. So I feel like when when the sets you're using are sticky, like both of these are kind of sticky or gooey or whatever, it makes it easier to stretch them, but it also makes it so that like once you put it down, you can't really get it back up. Ugh, I love that color. It's just stunning. My husband's cousin and I planned a surprise party for my mother-in-law, and because we're sick, my husband just went and dropped off. It was supposed to be today. Dropped off the stuff at the restaurant. I made like a blueberry crumble for dessert instead of cake because she's kind of like anti-sugar. Which I understand, like sugar makes me feel like crap. So she says it makes her feel like crap too. Anyway, so my husband went and I love how, like, I like this one, but I kind of like how this one is almost just the tips. I think that looks so cool. Like I just like dipped it in. What am I doing? And then he went to Costco to pick up some stuff we're running out of because we've been sick for so freaking long. And we have Walmart delivery, but hamburgers $2 a pound cheaper at Costco than it is at Walmart. I mean, everything has just gotten so ridiculous. So he said he could do that. He might be exhausted afterwards. We didn't go and stay at the party because we didn't want to give my in-laws whatever we have. I can't imagine giving this to them and then they're coughing for like 2 weeks or whatever. That sounds like a terrible idea. They're a lot older. So but my mother-in-law has been mentioning and hinting at like a birthday party. She's social. She's very social like I am, for a while now. Like she wanted one and then COVID happened. And then she mentioned one like last year or something like that. And I think what she wanted somebody else to like organize it and for her to just show up. And nobody was taking the initiative. So I was like, okay, guys, we got to do this. She's turning 70. She wants this to happen. She does so much for everybody else. Like, come on. And my father-in-law was like, you think that's what she wants? And I'm like, yeah, she's only hinted at it like over and over and over again. I mean, she didn't come right out and say like, hey, plan me a surprise party. But she's talked about it enough that... But my father-in-law is very shy. I mean, he talks to us, right? But like, he doesn't really talk a lot to people. Like, he goes out of his way not to talk to people. So, they actually joke, my mother and father-in-law, that's why he married her, was so that she would talk to people for him. Okay. So I haven't decided if I'm going to put anything else on this. I actually love it the way it is. But I'm not sure what to do with these or why I would keep them. I think one of my thumbs is longer than the other one. Yeah, I think that fits that one better, but it's crooked. It like goes the wrong way. And then I have to figure out how to get this off. I left the plastic on and I kind of sort of like took it off a little bit, but only a little bit. And I wonder if it wasn't really enough. See, there we go. Anyway, I think my husband might be back soon. I told him I was going to do my nails while he was gone. He was like, okay. I mean, he didn't really care. He would have found something to do if he was at home. He was an only child, so he's quite content. Oh, come on. He's quite content entertaining himself. I got a little bubble right there. Anyway, Stacy's doing her the ruckus is like a big party she throws through her stylist. She's not a stylist. She has a massive channel where she does this, but she does way more art than I do. My manicures are a lot more simple than hers. It's called Stacy Sassy Styles, I think. Anyway, if you enjoy this and you are not subscribed to her, you should subscribe to her. And she has a Facebook group that's like an extension of her YouTube channel. I don't do that. Where she shares tips and tricks and manicures, and we do like bingo and stuff like that in there. Lots of fun stuff. And she's all inclusive. She doesn't allow anybody to be mean to anybody else. I have to get this plastic off again. I really thought I pulled it back further. But I did all of these yesterday. I think it took me like half an hour, 45 minutes. Because I was like, I don't have the energy to try to do it all at once. Like I didn't feel good enough. I don't think I can just put it on. I think there needs to be some stretch to it. Hold on, I'm gonna use my, there we go. I have really good up close vision if I remove my glasses, so Ooh, that's a lot. I cut these and then I sort of filed my nails down a little bit. It's gonna look like there's way less. That's annoying. I mean, I care. It annoys the hell out of me, but at the same time, I'm too sick to be like, well, I can fix it. I don't. It's good enough. Hopefully it won't be that noticeable. See? There's like way more purple on this side. See, I wrote little notes. Right thumb. Okay, let's see if I can stretch this. If not, I do have another thumb, but I'm kind of hoping I don't have to use it so that I still have a thumb. But it's a small thumb, so yeah, I don't know about that. Fuck balls. Look at that, you guys. I wrinkled it. That's ugh. That's what that is. That's ugh. I might wind up trimming this even shorter. I don't feel like I got it over the edge. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Wow, this is... I dreamed about Color Street last night. Oh, doing my nails and stuff. It's a little bit weird, right? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I wish I wouldn't mess up on my thumb. I feel like that's the worst fingernail to mess up on. Oh, goodness. Wow. That's why I just normally cut this. Sorry, I'm not very talkative. I feel like I'm more likely to cough when I talk. I do feel better than I did last week, but I feel like this is this never ending. And next week we were supposed to go to a wedding, and I don't think that's going to happen. Because even if we're mostly better, it's like a 2.5 hour drive there and back. We weren't planning on like staying there. And even if we were, like, that doesn't sound like fun, right? My husband told me once, what's worse than being sick? Being sick and not being in your own house. Or being sick and not sleeping in your own bed. I can't remember. We went on vacation once and we were sick. Or at least I was sick. Okay, what do you think? I really like it. I feel like it gives it like this kind of interesting depth look to it. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.